Okay, so we've gone through our preliminary sweep of Haruhi, Tetsuo, and Yako's stories. From here, we have two options. Well, actually, we only have one option. Is to continue Haruhi's story here. It didn't tell me directly that the roadblock is gone, but I'm assuming it must be, because I think it's an information roadblock. This, we don't know how to get to yet. For all I know, this could be like a true ending or something like that. I'm not sure if it adds another row at the bottom here later. So I guess we'll see. Let's continue this story then. A nice thought. Haruhi Shigima. Summary of previous events. Despite having obtained the curse of the haunting clappers, Haruhi Shigima is determined to use the rite of resurrection by stealing the remaining curse stones. She instructs her private investigator Richter to find the other curse bearers. So, what next? The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the Seven Mysteries. It's unlikely that the curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, it's the mystery lady that I think might be Tetsuo's daughter. Hmm? It's been a while since someone spooked me like that. A girl gives me the creeps. What's her deal? See, I'm interested in this character too. We don't know anything about her. Is that a woman's voice? Who could it be? Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers? Curse bearers? What's that then? It means someone who's gathering souls for the rite of resurrection. You've heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everyone's talking about it. You'll be intrigued. Care to tell me more, Miss, what was her name again? Oh, silly bee. I'm Ayame Tono. She says her name's Ayame. I guess she's around 20. She must be brave walking around alone this late. Or maybe there's more to it. See, the thing is, like, with Namagaki, at least he was outwardly hostile, and it was very easy to tell. With her, I think she's hiding it beneath this veil of seemingly innocent behavior. Especially since her facial expression here is, like, completely different than when we last saw her. There's more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. No, I think I got the gist. Funny old world we live in, huh? So, are you saying you're one of these curse bearers? No, well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is. Yutaro? Is that your boyfriend? Oh heavens no, just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namagaki. We're, I suppose you could say, partners in crime. Funny way of putting it. Hey Lork, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by today. I should ask her what her deal is. He's hiding it well, but I can sense he's got his guard up. Could there be more to this girl than meets the eye? Ah, that must be it. She must be half of the young couple Richter mentioned. So where is this Yutaro now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. Oh, so that was the roadblock. I needed to take away his stone. Well, actually, one of two things could have happened. Tetsuo could have taken away his stone, or Shogo could have killed him. I don't know what timeline we're on. He's more like a former curse bearer. Okay, so he's alive. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student, only to flunk it when it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bears myself, if you want something done right. I still think it's so funny that after the encounter with Shogo, she just like nopes out of there and he doesn't do anything about it. He lost it? How'd he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly how it happened. All I know is he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange you'd probe into that of all things. I'm just the curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Yutaro could be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep a level head on my shoulders. So anyway, mind if I ask why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that. I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Great question, and the answer is, I was gonna ask very nicely for your curse stones. And you thought we'd have given them to you, just like that. Look at this face he's making here. I don't think we've seen this face on him yet. Well, maybe not, but you know what they say, you never know until you ask. You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Oh goodness, no, we're just friends. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know. I think she's lying. I think she is a curse bearer. She's way too confident for that. Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me. So, what are you trying to do with the rite of resurrection? Well, Yutaro has his own plan all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems... how do I put it? Self-centered? I mean, if you got a chance to resurrect the dead, it'd be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was gonna do that, okay? I don't think he'd be very happy to hear it. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. My, aren't you dashing? See, the thing is, Haruwe was already, like, kind of menacing, but somehow Ayame makes Haruwe seem tame. Maybe it's just because we know more about Haruwe now. It seems like you really have your heart set on this rite. What were you hoping to use it on? Do you promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart. Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. Ahem. Unless she really is just this ditzy, I don't know. I think it's an act, but... I'm an art student, you see. Wood block prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? You must be a cultured lady. Really? Do you think so? Everyone says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible high-class art form, but it's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. I know that nowadays, it takes a lot of effort to make those woodblock prints, like they're very expensive because of all the effort that goes into making them because they're handcrafted. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, I guess. As far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him? Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in the Edo period? That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic, they're the only works of his that most people know. But Hokusai was so much more than that, just mountains and waves. That's only the teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work. I've got to admit, I only really know him from these landscapes myself. Oh, don't worry about it. Anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. There's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. That's amazing, right? So he kept on drawing right up until his old age, huh? Impressive. But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. Wait, is she planning to resurrect him? Because they said that when you do the rite of resurrection, the longer it's been since the death, the more souls you need. She's gonna need a ton more souls than anyone else doing this ritual right now. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out. Huh? Hold on, are you saying... Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? Oh no, nah. No way this is going where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it. See, here's the other question. If you resurrect someone, right? Like, let's say he was like 90 when he died. Does he come back at 90? Does he? I don't think he gains immortality, right? What if he just dies from old age again soon after? I mean, I know this whole resurrection thing's just a hoax behind the mastermind's plan or whatever, but still. You've gotta be kidding me. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the rite of resurrection to... That's right. I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Well, that's certainly a novel idea. Yeah, Ayame makes Haruhi seem sane. I mean, Haruhi isn't insane. She has very understandable motives, but Ayame puts her to shame in every category. Except for the death stare. Haruhi has the death stare down. That's what she wants to use it on? What a waste. Pokefan, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I thought they were going to give us Ayame's profile. Oh gosh, is that the time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on a curse bear before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck. I like how she's like, I'm looking for allies. My last ally, I was gonna betray him at the last second, so you guys want to be allies? Like, what's her play here? Or is she really just kind of ditzy, and I'm giving her more credit than she has? Ayame Tono. Ayame is a young woman working with Yutaru Namagaki. Her love of Katsushika Hokusai's ukiyo-e is so great she wishes to resurrect him with the rite of resurrection. Ayame is a clever but calculating university student who only has time for her own interests. She is making the best of a recent boom in the popularity of female university students, incited by their appearance across TV commercials and radio programs. Ayame is content to ride this trend so long it allows her to get her hands on whatever she needs and wants in life. So she's been appearing in TV commercials and radio programs, and that gives her a lot of leverage. Recently, Ayame has figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts a little bit stupid. She was approached by Yutaru Namagaki in town, and although she was not attracted to him, agreed to date him because his family seemed rich. However, she does not think much of him as a human being and is beginning to grow bored of their relationship. Okay, so she is calculating on the inside. That confirms it. Well, there goes trouble. If we're going after curse stones, we can keep an eye on her. 2 if we can. Why would you say that? Before she left, she wished us best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. My. Yeah, Ayame is in the wrong killing game. She needs to be in the Holy Grail War. That's what she needs. Hey, Valkyria, welcome in. There's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head on back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a while. Oh. Okay, there's more. I was like, there's no way Haruhi's story ends there. See, no one's encountered Shogo, so I'm thinking, like, are we in a new timeline? Or are we in the timeline where Shogo just died in the park? I think that might be also the case. Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers, and came home alone. I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. Oh, wait, oh! A mockingbird! It's an ostrich. I wonder if I missed any in, Yako's story. I feel like they introduced them in Harue's story, but I've only seen them in her story. Oh, there's 2. This is number 5, though. I'm not sure if they go in order. Look up at the first house. The ostracizer. Oh, you know what? I bet there was one in that dark classroom. Again, I'm not going to actually try to collect all these, but they're kind of neat. Oh, there might have been one on the bridge. They kind of stick out, though, so I feel like I would have seen it. Because they kind of glow. The old Shigima mansion. We rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. It's always stayed the same all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. Oh. Interesting. Threatening phone call. After persuading Araishi, the curse bearer of the ever-burning lantern, to give up his stone, Tsutsumi and Ario have obtained 3 curse stones in total. They continue their investigation of the town in search of the remaining curse bearers. These guys are having the most progress. I really hope Ario doesn't die, though. 4 a.m. Road. Well, with this, we have visited every place connected to the Seven Mysteries. This is the last spot, huh? And we got nothing to show for it. Even though every last location looks suspect from top to bottom. Maybe we came at the wrong time. There might not have been any curse bearers around. Sounds like we'll need to do another round before morning comes then. Or maybe someone's been observing our movements. What? No way! Looks into the camera. Kiro! It's just a thought. Either way, we should check out that last place. Let's hope we finally get a lead. Oh, are they gonna find Shogo's body? Yep. Okay, that's the timeline we're in. Whoa, whoa, what the hell is this? Is he dead? Damn it, we're too late. Was this a curse too? Hang on, I'm gonna call this in. I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna take a look around. Boss, bad news. What is it? Another mysterious death was reported in the area just now. The medical unit and forensics team are on their way, but it'll be a while before they arrive. That's bad news. So they got someone else. You think this is the work of a curse bearer? With suspicious deaths popping up one after another, we have to assume it is. Shit. Guess we'll be stuck waiting around for a while. Can't examine him? Huh? Boss, the phone's ringing. He seems distracted by the phone. Boss, the phone. What about it? It's ringing. It sure is. Aren't you gonna pick it up? Huh? Why would I? Why wouldn't you? It's super suspicious. I checked the surroundings earlier. There were no signs of a curse bear or any curse echoes around. The ring on the phone is the only sound cutting through the quiet park. Ooh, I bet there's a mockingbird around here. They said it was on the playground, didn't they? Oh, it also said that there was a mockingbird near a ringing phone, didn't it? A young man in his 20s killed in cold blood. He's definitely dead, but I can't quite discern the cause from what I've seen. There are no obvious external wounds, but what is that leaking from his mouth? Water? The phone booth seems to be ringing. I don't even know these could receive calls. Well, we better go check it out. You're right, but be careful. It could be a curse. Hey, I said we. You expect me to go alone? You're the one who's tough against this stuff. Don't worry, boss. You could do it. Go on now. Damn it. Hello? Kinshibori Park phone booth. Evening, Detective Tsutsumi. How are things looking out there? Who is this? I finally got him, the real deal. Detective Tetsuo Tsutsumi himself. Oh wait, that's Chief Inspector Tsutsumi now, isn't it? Oh, is this Richter? You've come a long way since we last met. I asked you to identify yourself. Man, have you forgotten already? After all the time we spent together? What a time it was. As I recall, I gave you quite the runaround. Oh no, this is the Negima. This is the serial killer. Wait, is this Fumichika Nejima? What? Did you say Fumichika Nejima? Like the one from the Nejima murders? Ding ding ding, you got it! I had a feeling the great Chief Tsutsumi would remember me. I spent 20 long years in a cell thanks to you. That shit was not easy. Oh wait, I totally forgot. Haruwe said she walked by the school and saw a janitor and thought it might have been Negima. It's the janitor. The janitor is Nejima. I totally forgot about that detail from last stream. You better be thanking me. Should have given you plenty of time to think and atone for your sins. That it did. I've repented. My conscience is clean as a whistle. Bullshit. 20 years in prison doesn't even begin to make up for the shit you did. I don't know about that. After all, the justice system was gracious enough to grant me parole. What? This is the real Fumichika Nejima. He must still have a grudge against me for arresting him. So this is payback. Damn it. What is your goal? Now, you gotta understand. I've repented, seen the light. I've been a good boy since I was granted parole. I've even got myself a job. I've been real serious about walking the right path. Well, that's very nice. Keep it up. But it was no good. When the opportunity arose, it was impossible to hold myself back. I knew I had to give you a little token of thanks, or I'd never truly be able to have a fresh start. You get what I'm saying? No thanks, I don't need anything. No need to do all that for me, just try to live a quiet life. Oh, it's no hassle at all. It would be all too easy to just kill you. tear you apart. But that wouldn't be very satisfying. Certainly not after 20 fucking years of waiting. That's a long time to nurture a grudge. You fucking bet it is. I let it gnaw at me, grow inside of me. Thought of nothing else. All that time I played model prisoner, endured the harassment those asshole guards threw at me. And I did it all for you, Tsutsumi. So please, just accept my deepest and most sincere feelings. Sorry, but I'm afraid I don't feel the same way about you. Shut the fuck up. That attitude of yours is why I'm saving you for last. What are you planning? Whatever it is, bring it on. I'm not running away. I just told you I'm not coming for you yet. Pay attention when people talk, shithead. You see, this time I want you to see you on your knees, weeping in despair, begging me for mercy. Ugh. What? Oh no, I'm so sorry, dear Nejima. Please forgive me, I won't do it again. Shut the fuck up. This is exactly why I've always hated you so fucking much. It was worth a shot. You really think that would save me, asshole? You must be crazy. Well, then we're both crazy. We've got so much in common, we should be friends. Enjoy cracking your jokes while you still can. I'm gonna kill everyone you care about. One by one, till there's no one left. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm a lone wolf. I don't have anyone like that in my life. Boss, what about me? Ario, now's not the time. Oh wait, are you trying to protect me? There's not a single person you care about. I wonder what your sweet daughter would think if she were to hear that. Ugh. Don't you fucking dare, I'm warning you. Like, is Ayame his daughter? Because his daughter's in college, not high school, so that rules out all the high school girls. Oh, very nice, this is more like it. She's living all on her own now, isn't she? Attending university and all, such a good girl. Oh my, don't tell me she just happens to live in Honjo. What? She does? No, forget it, this isn't funny, asshole. I'm gonna find you and make you pay. Ah, I love it, keep going. I wanna hear you lose your mind. It's music to my ears. Fuck you. I look forward to chopping up your precious daughter. It'll just be like old times. I won't let that happen. How'd you know where I am? That's my favorite part. The sound of confusion in your voice is to die for. This is delicious, I can't get enough. I'm not telling you shit. Have fun racking your tiny little brain for it. Oh, I guess I could, I guess I could give you a little hint. Go on. Well, you see, I have the one-sided reed. Tsutsumi, you have the evergreen beach snow. Nejima, you're a curse bearer. I mean, I'm guessing, does the curse stone work over the phone? Because he's technically communicating with me. But if he knows what I have, maybe he knows how to avoid it. You're using the power of the curse. Indeed, and what a peculiar curse it is. But that's where my hints end. Wahaha. Oh, damn it, the curse echo couldn't have fallen into worse hands. One more thing we should discuss. In fact, it's the most important thing. I thought you were finally gonna shut up. I'm already sick of you, so I'll pass. Oh, but you don't want to miss this. It's the main course. I could just go after your daughter, but something tells me you'd get bored. No, I'm good. You got me real fired up. You're in my head. Well done. But this is a gift tailor-made for you. I'm gonna kill all the people you swore to protect. Every last person living here. You couldn't. Oh, but with this curse of mine, I can. I'll give you until dusk. By then, I could probably get a couple hundred people or so. And it'll all be your fault. Oh, it must be so hard to know they'll all die because of you. So tragic, it must be tearing you apart. Don't fuck with me. There's no way an amateur like you could pull off a curse that strong. Unfortunately for you, I absolutely can. My curse stone is a particularly strong one, which means I can have my fun without needing to hold back one bit. It's almost like the Feast of Shadows was cast just for me. So he knows about the Feast of Shadows too. You're surprisingly well informed about this. Who was it that tipped you off? Who knows? And how about I kill myself first and ruin all your fun? How about that, asshole? Damn, Tetsuo. You're a badass. Idiot, you think I'd call off just because you were dead? There's no running away for you. Ugh. I'll find you. I won't let you get away with this, Nejima. You got 12 hours. Do you really think your paltry little organization will be able to make a dent in my plans? 12 hours, though. But you said till daybreak, right? It's like 3 a.m. Oh, the sacrifices made will be heavy. I can't wait to see you sobbing with regret. And I'll even have enough soul dregs to pull off the rite of resurrection. How splendid. Wait, Nejima, you're after the... Anyway, see you around. Bye-bye now. Boss! Ario, did you catch all that? Nejima, what is he planning? Who knows? For now, we need to find him and get him into custody. Send word to HQ. But the fact the Seven Mysteries are wrapped up in this is gonna make things tricky. You mean with Nejima being a curse bearer? Just our luck, really. He couldn't have been a worse guy. Sounds like his curse will be able to kill a lot of people at once. I like to avoid getting our investigators caught in the crossfire. We'll use them to find out where he is, but then we're going in alone. We should try to collect as many curse stones as we can before then. Let's hurry. Aye aye, boss. Later, it was reported that a total of 3 suspicious deaths were discovered that night. Nejima's threats, along with the curses, were kept a secret from the general public. Oh, do we actually go into a new day? However, the Honjo serial killing still made international headlines, following the death of police officer Hajime Yoshimi. At Tsumi's request, a large-scale investigation was launched into Fumichika Nejima's whereabouts. Tatsumi and Ario themselves spent the rest of the night looking for curse bears in the area, but the search ended in vain. And with that, the curtain closed on that cursed night. Oh, he's at sunset. 12 hours to sunset. Oh, interesting. Oh, and then it continues from here. Cool. Okay, well, let's continue with this, and then we'll go here. Getting juicy! In Shibori Park. Yeah, if you want to bail and watch everything from the beginning, totally understandable. I really recommend it. This game has been fantastic so far. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Sorry for the wait, boss. I managed to gather some information. Took you long enough. He's been up all night gathering information. Must be nice to be young and have that kind of energy. But I'm glad to have him on my side. Gave me a chance to rest up. Forensics has finished their investigation, and the body's been carried away. That said, we're still closing the park to the public, at least for the time being. This place was really giving me the creeps last night, but it looks pretty normal now with the sun out. Wait, no, I should have used his voice. That was not Ario. Oh, it won't let me look that way. Oh, I can't look any further. Oh, I found a bird! The Swanelope Swoost. Well, we got ourselves in quite the mess. Strange deaths popping up all over the place that may or may not have something to do with the curses. We also need to keep looking into Yoshimi and Nejima. For now, we better start following up on the few leads we got. Guess I better see what Ariel's found out. Wait, I can move? Boss, let's not go about this at random. We should think carefully about where and what to investigate next. Things at the station were pretty hectic, but I managed to get some info. Let me fill you in. Thanks, the floor's yours. Oh gosh, there's so much to go through. A total of 3 mysterious deaths were confirmed in the area, including the one in this park. So let's start with that one, the young man we found here. He's been identified as Shogo Okie, 25 years old, a regular old office worker who worked around here. He died of asphyxiation due to water in the lungs. He drowned. He drowned? In the middle of the park? That's not possible, it's gotta be a curse we're dealing with here. About that, boss, isn't this park associated with one of the 7 mysteries too? Yeah, that's right, the Whispering Canal. It does seem like there'd be a link between a canal and a death by drowning, don't you think? Sharp thinking, Ariel, you're starting to get the hang of this. So, let's assume they're related, what's next? Before that, the body of a woman was found behind a residential complex in Kamazawa. The victim has been identified as Tawako Hayashi, 29 years old. She was an office worker who lived on her own in the area. As for the cause of death, well... Yes? The entirety of her body was crushed by some kind of strong external force. No murder weapon was discovered in the area, but considering the way she was found, we're looking for something large, flat, and heavy that could have crushed her in one fell swoop. Hang on, are you saying she was stepped on? Meaning... It's not any of the ones that we have, right? Okay, because this one... Wait, the foot washing mansion was not... Did you get stepped on in that one? Oh yeah, you do get crushed. Exactly, crushing is the foot washing mansion's modus operandi. The place the body was discovered is also known to be related to the 7 mysteries. Then this is Namagaki's doing. Shit, I knew he'd use it. Judging by the amount of soul dregs, the victim was just a regular person, not a curse bearer. Guess we should report this to Paranormal Affairs. Got it. As for the 3rd victim, he was identified as Kohei Jonuichi, 32, a teacher at Komagata High. He was found in the school's courtyard. Wait, he died? Wait, so Mio did not die in this timeline. I saw her in the thumbnail for Yako's, so... Oh, because Yako sent the janitor after Jonuichi. And the janitor is Nejima. So he went after Jonuichi instead of Mio, that's what happened. Cause of death appears to be external trauma from a fall or heavy blow. The impact crushed his arms and legs. So that sounds like the one-sided read. Since he was found in the middle of a courtyard, he couldn't have fallen from the gymnasium or the main building. Teacher dying at school. Not just any school. Komagata houses one of the 7 mysteries. Was it the one-sided read? I mean, I know it is, but I want to double check. Because the thing is, Tetsuo was only privy to knowing the cause of death for the stones that he owns. That's why he had to relate it to the school, because otherwise he would not have known. Oh no, this was Ryogoku Bridge. So it wasn't the janitor. Wait, but the Fool's Procession was... Yako. Oh no, he's not saying that... He's not saying cause and effect. He's just saying, oh, he was found in a location related to this one. He's not saying the cause of death was this one, because it definitely wasn't. The cause of death was definitely the one-sided read. Oh no, but this one kills by a fall. Oh, it didn't say his legs and arm was ripped off. It just crushed his arms and legs. Because the one-sided read sounds like it would rip off your arms and legs. Right, it's where the Fool's Procession is supposed to be. It's too big of a coincidence. We can't rule out the possibility that this death was also the work of a curse. I see. Either way, it seems all 3 victims can be tied to the 7 mysteries. There's probably a curse bearer at the center of all this pulling the strings. But you got a point. All these strange deaths do point in one direction. That's right, and Hajime's case wasn't all that different either. He also dies of mysterious causes in a place connected to the 7 mysteries. Problem is the timing doesn't match up. He died before the curses were activated. Huh. Could he have been hit by a different curse? One that didn't have anything to do with the 7 mysteries? That's a thought, but if that were the case, we'd be dealing with a powerful practitioner, one who could pull off a curse like that without using a curse stone. There aren't many people in this day and age that could do something like that. Oh, really? I see. I don't know too much about that stuff. I'd be more surprised if you did. That was only the first conversation topic, and we're not even done it. Well, looking at these deaths, it seems like many of the curse bearers acted last night. We can't rule out the fact there were more killings from which the bodies haven't been found. Yikes, I haven't thought of that. But there's one silver lining. Judging by my own curse stone, it seems the curses can't be activated while the sun's out. Oh, that's great news. So basically, we're safe during the daytime. Exactly. It's also likely why Nejima gave us till dusk. Ah, he must have known the curse stones could be used during the day. Either way, we got till nightfall to settle this. It's time we flushed out the other curse bearers. Aye aye, boss, let's do this. At the moment, we only know the identity of 4 curse bearers, you included. Yutaro Namagaki had the foot-washing mansion, and Hideki Araishi had the ever-burning lantern. We got both of their curse stones. And then there's Nejima, who claims he has the one-sided reed. Yeah, that about sums it up. So we don't know who has the Taiko, the Beckoning Light, and we don't know now who has the Whispering Canal. Although one of them is probably Ayame. We better figure out who the remaining 5 are quick. How should we go about looking for them? There's no point in searching blindly without a lead. Let's focus on other things for now. Tracking down Nejima may lead us to the other curse bearers too. Either way, he should be our top priority. He could do some real damage if we don't get him. I also want to look a little more into Yoshimi. I got a feeling there's some connection there. Aye aye, boss. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us. I asked around Sumida's Community Safety Bureau where Yoshimo was stationed. It seems like he was investigating the apparent suicide of a girl named Michio Shiraishi. Oh yeah, I heard about that. He was trying to determine whether it really was a suicide, looking into the height of the building, the force of the impact, her wounds, all that. He must have suspected some kind of foul play, because he ordered a full investigation. But it had already been deemed a suicide, and his superiors told him not to go stirring things up. What was the evidence? Well, according to the report I found on his desk last night, the body was found at the foot of a building a ways away from the road. There was no evidence of a vehicular collision, so it was ruled a suicide, but he thought there was more to it. Yes, a truck or other flat-faced vehicle traveling at high speeds could have inflicted similar damage. In other words, sometimes a traffic accident can look an awful lot like a fall. So there's a chance it wasn't a suicide. What a terrible way to go. There were no brake marks on the road, meaning it would have been a hit and run. The vehicle would have hit her without slowing down at all. This is turning into quite the grisly case. But the vehicle couldn't have come out from a collision like that unscathed. Exactly, so I asked the Traffic Stop Bureau to keep an eye out for any vehicles with frontal damage. But I haven't heard back from them yet. I don't think they're looking very hard. So we got no proof. That said, if it was a traffic accident rather than a suicide, it's possible someone silenced Yoshimi because he was on the verge of discovering the truth. That's true. You think the driver's the one who did him in? Not quite. Yoshimi had already talked to the Forensics and Traffic Bureau, right? His death wouldn't have covered things up. You're right on that. Even if the suicide was a cover-up for a hit and run, it doesn't seem like enough reason to kill a cop. Oh, that's right. Unrelated, but I got something else too. I managed to get a hold of Michio Shiraishi's address. Yoshimi went there a bunch over the course of his investigation. Might be a good idea for us to drop by too. Good thinking. Hopefully that'll give us some more leads. Alright, let's move to the next topic. Because that means that Michio and Hajime both died before the ritual started, which means that there is a powerful curse bearer around. And the only person could be that we know of is Mio's mentor, but he's apparently working with the affairs department, so unless he's, fooling them, someone else around here has some kind of powerful curse abilities. Hey Chase, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the stretch. I really appreciate it. Remember that girl Yoshimi met with the day he died? One Hitomi Okuda? Community Safety didn't have any contact information for her on hand. Not even an address? Well, they had her parents' information, but when I called, they said they hadn't heard from her in a month. Lots of family issues from the sound of it. They even said they didn't want anything to do with her anymore. That said, she still goes to school once in a while, so we might be able to find her there. Not sure we really have time for a stakeout right now. She could be a key witness. Can't we have Community Safety track her down for us? We can, but it might be tricky to get it done today. For starters, Komagata High School is closed today. Ah, because of the teacher that died. That's right. Alright, but if it's not something we could do today, we might have to forget about it. Let's move on then. I got some information about Yoshimi's fiancée from Community Safety. Her name is Mayu Chozawa, 27 years old. She works as a beautician in the area. Look, I even managed to get a picture of her. She sure is a beauty. But... oh boy, here it comes. But what? Community Safety hasn't been able to contact her since Yoshimi died. Not by phone or at her house. In other words, no response. Dead silence. There it is. Can't things just be easy for once? Mayu Chozawa, beautician. Mayu's a beautician and the fiancé of Hajime Yoshimi, a police officer with the Sumida Police Department. Mayu's current whereabouts remain unknown. So now that I guess we're into like the next arc, now that we got past all the roadblocks, so now they're introducing all these other characters. It's definitely starting to look suspect. A crime of passion, perhaps. It's fairly common for people to be killed by a lover or a spouse. But Yoshimi is well liked, and they've been together for over 10 years. You never know, things could be different behind closed doors. I guess so. We'll have to consider the opposite scenario too. It could be that the same person who was out for Yoshimi is after his fiancée as well. She could be in danger. You're right. Either way, she's important to the case. HQ already has people looking for her. We'll know as soon as she's found. HQ has mobilized a search unit for Nejima, but so far we haven't received any word. Guessing he wasn't at home or at work. About that, apparently he vacated his last known address a week ago. You serious? So we have no idea where he lives. It gets worse. I checked in with the factory he was working at. They told me he was only there for a month before he quit. Hold on a second, you're telling me nobody caught that? Well, I had the same thought, so I spoke to his probation officer. Turns out he'd been doing house visits and interviews, but never bothered directly checking on his workplace. He also said he lost track of Nejima when he moved to a new place. Jeez, that's just slobby. I heard they're giving parole to just about anyone these days because they're running out of room in the prisons. Which also means there aren't enough probation officers to go around. Dude's probably overworked. So Nejima got to fuck about unsupervised, god damn it. That asshole's annoyingly good at faking remorse or insanity. Whatever the situation calls for. Back when I arrested him all those years ago, just talking to him left a bad taste in my mouth. He's probably hiding under a false name, which will make it hard to track him down. That explained why he so brazenly made contact. That asshole, he's mocking us. Well, for now, the paperwork to circulate his name and mugshot is being filed. That's gonna take way too long. We only have until dusk. Speaking of Nejima. Yeah? Did you manage to reach your daughter? It'd be best to put her into protective custody as soon as possible. Not yet, I can't reach her. They called, but she's not picking up. Wasn't home when they went to the house either. That's not good. Does that mean she never came home? And why weren't you the one trying to reach her? Shut up, I don't have her contact information, alright? Damn, she really doesn't trust you, huh? Either way, I told her mother it was an emergency, and that we'd send an officer to find her and get her to safety. She was real reluctant, but I got her to agree. I guess that explains why you got divorced. But if you, her former fiancé, or her former father, can't find her, how the hell did Nejima do it? Former, eh? That cuts deep. Yikes, sorry, it just kinda slipped out. Anyway, I suspect it has something to do with her curse echo, or his curse echo. Back on topic already, huh? You said his curse echo could kill a lot of people in a short time. It may even allow him to act from a distance. I see. A one-sided read. What was that story about again? Something about a man stalking a woman who goes insane and chops her up. Alright, one of the more gruesome of the Seven Mysteries. As for Nejima's whereabouts, all we can do is throw more people at it till we find something. I'll check in with HQ frequently to see if they've got any updates. And that's about it. Shall we continue our investigation? We can go to Komagata High School to look into Hitomi Okuda, or Michio Shiraishi's house to find out more about her. Okay, finally, we're on the move again. We're done all the exposition for this episode. There's a lot we need to do, but not a lot we can do. This ain't looking good. We're gonna run out of time if we don't do something. We gotta keep moving. I like how, again, every time I need to move down... Oh. 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 I was about to say, every time we... have to look down to click the think button, because we have to move the cursor down, the camera always pans down, so if I'm talking to someone, it looks like I need to look at the floor or at their feet to think. I think we'll continue with these two for a while. So, high school if we want to find Hitomi, Michio Shiraishi's neighborhood. Yeah, those are the only two places. I feel like I want to know more about Jonoichi's death. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 9 AM. Komagata High School. Here we are, Komagata High School. Classes are suspended for the day, so the students are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Huh? Is there something on my shirt? Don't tell me I stink. I also like how, like, if I want to talk to them, I have to click on their face. But if I want to examine them, I have to click on their body. So it looks like every time I need to do that, I'm, like, examining their chest. This place isn't only connected to the case because the students were under Yoshimi's jurisdiction. It's also the site of the Fool's Procession, and of course, where the teacher was killed. Seems like a likely place to find some clues, don't you think? Alright, speaking of schools... What is it? You said Paranormal Affairs can't help us right now, so why don't we get that psychic high schooler you mentioned to help us? A lot of the people involved in the case lead back to the school anyway, so it might make things easier to have them with us. For a guy who questioned me on the legality of working with them, you sure seem eager to exploit underage labor. Hey, who said anything about exploiting them? I just want to give our young experts the opportunity to shine. When did you become such a smooth talker? Anyway, I'm afraid I don't know where they are. Oh, I see. I wonder if there's anyone who could help us scout out the area. "9 a.m., a perfectly reasonable time for students to be at school, and yet I doubt this will be that simple." True, Tsutsumi has sunglasses, so maybe they won't be able to tell. It's like that meme where it's like, "I'm wearing sunglasses, so people won't be able to tell where I'm looking," and they look directly at someone's chest. The news of the dead teacher has also attracted a fair share of rubberneckers. The atmosphere is kind of tense with this many cops around. Komagata High's Gymnasium also serves as a polling place and evacuation center. A lot of the buildings around here are still made of wood, but this place looks safe and sturdy. The school gate will stay locked while forensics inspects the scene of the incident. Looks like they're still busy. Let's talk to the person in charge later. Yoshimi also looked out for these students as a Sumida city officer. Juvenile delinquency has been a growing problem for years now. This school's no exception. Bosozoku motorcycle gangs, Yankees, and Sukuban. I think I need to move locations. Near the Shiraishi household. Seems like Michio's house is at the end of this road. We don't want to intimidate them, so maybe I should go alone. To the Shiraishi household. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best we didn't find her parents. Here I am, using the magnifying glass on his ass. Ariel's checking the Shiraishi house at the end of the road. This street's real narrow, so two big guys like us would stick out like a pair of sore thumbs. Houses are really crammed together in these narrow alleyways. Strangers like us walking through definitely stand out. It really feels like old Tokyo. It's quiet. The place is normally pretty lively, full of people coming and going. Seems like everyone's decided to stay inside because of the recent incidents. Aha! Bird. Whoa, this one's cool. It's the illegal eagle. Alright, I'll go check the house. Arrow's off checking the Shiraishi household. I'll just wait till he gets back. So the Shiraishi household. There's a chance that Michio didn't actually kill herself. It might be for the best we didn't find her parents. Oh, you're back. No luck, boss. No one home? Doesn't look like it. I knocked for a while, but nobody came to the door. I glanced in the windows, but there was no sign of activity inside either. And I saw about 3 newspapers stuffed into their mailbox. Ariel looks kind of disappointed. Looks like no one's home right now. Let's try again later. Oh, suspend. You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. Okay. Fancy sushi. I'm just trying to decide if I want to keep going for today. You want? Yeah, let's keep going. Let's do one more stretch. Okay, so we reach a roadblock with Tetsuo's story. Let's go with. I'm gonna do Yako's first because this one takes place chronologically before this one. Bringing her friend back from the dead means she'll have to pay the price. Yako makes it home safely, but still isn't sure how to proceed with her curse. She worries about Mio as the night passes. Yako Sakazaki, 8 a.m. Yeah, so Mio's alive in this timeline. Kind of nice seeing everything in daylight in this game, because normally everything's like dark and washed out. Oh, good morning, Yako. Huh? Yako, rise and shine. Huh? You're up. Huh? It's morning. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Duh. I'm the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Fine, we won't mess around. Yes, I'm Yako Sakazaki. Good, it seems you're fully awake. Oh, Mio, thanks for last night. Was everything okay? Yep, still alive. I couldn't dispel the curse echo or learn the identity of who used it, but I managed to at least get away. In that situation, it's best you can hope for. I'm sorry I got you involved in something so dangerous. I meant to look for you as soon as the sun rose, but I was just so sleepy. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. It's okay, it's only natural to be exhausted after what you went through. Besides, I also feel bad you've been wrapped up in all this. It's supposed to be my job to prevent that from happening. Oh yeah, you said something about that last night. Just who are you exactly, Mio? Well, the truth is I've been trained in things having to do with the supernatural. Huh? You mean you can learn that kind of stuff like you would with flower arranging? I had quite the eventful childhood. Huh? That sounds like it must have been rough. Yes, it would take a long time to explain, so let's leave it at that for now. As fate would have it, I've ended up as the apprentice, or maybe more like assistant, of a notable paranormal expert. Schools have always had more paranormal disturbances, because young people tend to be more susceptible to these things. I'm sent to schools that may experience something paranormal and put a stop to it before it happens. Wow, that's amazing. So you're like a part-time job you do while also being a student? Well, I do help maintain public order, but it's all part of my training, so I don't get any money. Oh, you got a rough then. But still, that really is amazing. You were so cool when you faced off against the evil spirit. I never know if I should be happy when you compliment me like that. But anyways, that's why it's up to me to resolve any paranormal issues at the school. And why I'm going to look into the cause of all this. But for now, let's head to school. Yeah! Oh, do you have your curse stone? Now that it's daytime and its power is diminished, I should be able to hold on to it. Want to give it a try? Right, I do have it, but... Yako? Is it really so wrong? Trying to bring Michio back, I mean? I can't approve of it. The rite may seem like a dream come true, but it involves taking the lives of other people, then... Yeah, true. I want to make sure this whole ritual ends without anyone getting hurt. That's what I believe, and what I'll put before anything else. I'm sorry, but is it okay if I hold on to it? Yako. I promise I won't use the curse no matter what, but maybe there's some other way. I just have this feeling that I shouldn't give up on the possibility just yet. That said, I'll help you, even if it's to stop the curses. For the Michio that still exists within me, I'll settle things so we can move forward. Okay, but if you ever feel in danger, you can give me the curse stone at any point. Right, thank you, Mio. Okay then, let's go. "8 a.m. Komagata High School front gates." Huh? I thought it unusually noisy. There's a big group of people and police in front of the school. Did something happen? If the police are here, then something must have. I'll go ask. Thanks. This isn't good. Huh? What happened? Don't panic, okay? The first teacher who came to work this morning found something. Oh, okay. Mr. Jonouchi was found dead in the middle of the school grounds. What? They're closing the school for the day. But that's not all. I didn't know this either since I didn't watch the morning news, but rumors are spreading that a number of bodies were found nearby. What? There's no way. Why? Could it be? Because of the curse? We don't know enough to say. From what I heard, Mr. Jonouchi's body was in the middle of the grounds. But his body was covered in bruises, like he'd fallen from somewhere high. Weird. Taking into account his unnatural death and the timing, it's very likely it has something to do with the curse. You're saying someone used their curse on him last night? Seems like it, doesn't it? But that's so scary. Yeesh, so the curses really do kill people. And someone used it. Shh, keep your voice down, okay? What would happen if another curse bearer heard you? Sorry. Kohei's deceased body was discovered on the school grounds at dawn. Everything else is the same. I wish we had a little more information, but they've locked up the front gate. Maybe we could sneak in through the back entrance. Huh? That person over there. Isn't that Hitomi Okuda? You're right, that's unusual. Oh, but she was at the school last night too. She must know something about Mr. Jonouchi. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, Mia, wait for me. I mean, she could also be a curse bearer, but judging from the fact that she was with Jonouchi and that he seemed to have, I mean, I couldn't really tell, but it seems like he had something on her. Maybe not. I mean, I don't think if Jonouchi was a curse bearer, he probably wouldn't have been afraid of Michio either and confided in Hajime. Huh. You're telling me the two of you were the ones at school last night? No sense hiding it then. Plus I owe you one, Mio. I'll tell you everything I know. Thank you. She owes you? Yeah, right after I transferred here, there was a bit of trouble. She gave me one of those, what was it? Oh, exorcisms. Huh, so that's what it was. Did you hear about Mr. Jonouchi? Heard about it. I've known about it since last night. I saw that asshole bite it on the school grounds myself. What? You saw it happen? Tell us about it. What happened exactly? Don't really know myself. It was pitch black. What can I tell you? It was almost dawn, probably around 3. He started freaking out all of a sudden, ran out onto the ground like something was chasing him, then screamed. Ah, somebody help me, forgive me, Michio. Or something like that, while he was running around. Michio? He mentioned Michio. Was there anyone else on the grounds? It was too dark to see from where I was. For just a second, I think I saw a girl in a school uniform with her hair in braids. Oh? didn't go out to make sure, so it could have been nothing for all I know. And then I heard him begging for his life, like, I was wrong, and I'll do anything. Wait, Michio had braids, doesn't she? We haven't seen her in person, so I don't... Yeah, she did. Then all of a sudden his arms and legs snapped, even though he was just standing there. His arms and legs broke without anything being done to him. I mean, it might still be the reed then. He fell over and quit moving, so I thought I'd better get out of there. So it must have been the janitor. Then he croaked, that's all I saw. I see. But from what you've told us, it almost sounds like Michio's ghost chased down Mr. Jonouchi and killed him. Hell if I know anything about that, I'm just telling you what I heard him say. Did you tell that story to the police? Nope, and I ain't gonna. Can't count on them for shit. Not like they believe such an insane story anyways. Right. But there must be at least one person in the police worth trusting, right? Yeah, I guess. There was this one cop who always got on my case about stuff. He died just the other day. Oh, he did. I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone who gets involved with me ends up dead. Maybe I really am cursed. Pisses me off. You've got it all wrong. The spirit that possessed you wasn't that kind of spirit. Huh? It wasn't. Yeah, it was just an unfortunate coincidence. Though I'm sure it was hard enough for you. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Hey, Mio, I've been thinking something. Huh? The way she described it reminded me of something. The way Mr. Jonouchi died. It sounds a lot like how Michio died. Ugh. Of course, I didn't see it myself, but the state Michio's body was in, it was like she'd fallen from high up. Could they have been killed by the same curse? I don't think so, but the curses of the Seven Mysteries hadn't manifested when she died. And if we can trust what the spirit board said, then Michio died in an accident. Oh, right. That's all I know about that asshole's death. Tell me, were you possessed by some kind of evil spirit? I don't understand it all too well myself. What I can say for sure is, thanks to Mio, the weird symptoms that were happening to me all went away. Yep, some people are born with a natural sensitivity to the paranormal. They tend to end up isolated, as they struggle to relate to the people around them. They also tend to draw spirits to them naturally. This can cause strange symptoms they don't understand, like headaches, muscle stiffness, and hallucinations, even memory problems. I'm sure it must have been very hard. So that's how it works, huh? Do people also have their personality taken over when possessed too? It's possible with spirits who have a very close relationship to their target, like siblings or a parent and a child. But you almost never hear about people being taken over completely. It's when two parties aren't in sync that those negative effects can start to appear. So the seances or whatever you see on TV are all bogus. Not quite. There are mediums and diviners who can align their minds with the spirits they call. Though there are people on TV who are just putting on a performance. Huh. There are people who in life had extremely powerful spirit sense or a deep connection with the person. But even they shouldn't be able to completely take over the person they possess. And even if they could, it'd only be enough to pressure them to choose certain behaviors that wouldn't be unusual for them to do on their own to begin with. But if that's the case, wouldn't you not know if you're choosing that behavior of your own will or not? Hence why there are lots of cases where people don't even realize they're possessed. Though the spirit may influence the behavior and memories of the host. The deeper their connection in life, the easier it is for that to occur. I feel like this is going to come up again. There's going to be like some character is going to be revealed to being possessed, influencing their actions at some point. I see. Getting possessed by a spirit is pretty complicated, huh? It must have been tough for you being possessed for so long, Hitomi. Whatever might happen to me doesn't make any difference. Me being able to see spirits and stuff has nothing to do with how things ended up like this. Yeah, it's not like being able to see them was your fault either. The same goes for me. Maybe it's just something we have to live with. I think you have a knack for it yourself, Yako. I bet you could see them too with a little training. I think I might pass. So that's why you do the job you do, huh, Mio? I thought she was a weirdo when she showed up, all of a sudden saying she was gonna exorcise me. If you hadn't said anything, I probably would have knocked your lights out. You tried to perform an exorcism on her without telling her anything. You see, in my experience, most people don't understand no matter how much I explain. They only accept my explanation after they see the results. I guess that makes sense. It told me last night before you witnessed Mr. Jonouchi collapse. Can I ask what he and you were doing in the classroom? You gonna tell the cops? Oh, right, with everything that happened with Mr. Jonouchi. They'll suspect you if we told them we saw you with him last night. Anytime something happens with someone like me, all those shitty adults start jumping to conclusions. I understand. I won't tell them. You wouldn't have been able to kill him anyway. If you say so, then I don't mind telling you about it. So, last night... that piece of shit Jonouchi called me over here, acting like he was gonna attack me or something. What? How terrible. Whatever, I'm glad he's dead. He had it coming. Calling people worthless and a cancer on society when he doesn't know shit about them. That asshole was the one who always acting like scum if you ask me. Is that so? Could you tell us in more detail why he called you out in the middle of the night? It's hard to explain. Where to start? It's hard to explain. Where to start? What did you mean by Mr. Jonouchi acting like scum? Was he doing something bad? You know Michio Shiraishi, right? The girl who killed herself? Michio? I don't know everything, but that creep of a teacher had some dirt on her. And he was using it to blackmail her. Call her up after school, make her do whatever he wanted. What? But what do you mean when you say whatever he wanted? I'll leave it to your imagination. Nothing a couple model students like you would ever get involved in. No, wait, that's... How? What do you mean by dirt? I don't know anything about this. How could I not have known about this? Yako, I know how you feel, but try to calm down. You got guts acting like you were her friend. Jonouchi really did a number on both Michio's body and soul. She probably felt like she couldn't tell anyone, like she had to suffer alone. No, how terrible. Hitomi, how do you know about this? I just happened to walk in on it. I know the spots around school people go to when they want to stay out of sight. He ran off in a panic when I yelled at him, asking what he was doing. Walked in on it? I couldn't just leave her alone, looking like she was about to cry, so I stuck around for a bit. She told me everything that happened in whispers. She probably figured I wasn't the type to spread that stuff around. But she never asked for my help. She told me it was fine and keep it secret. Michio, why? She probably thought she just had to grit her teeth until it was through. She was naive. I tried to tell her that if you give guys like that an inch, they'll take a mile. She kept saying about how it was her punishment. She was soft. No. Of course, Jonouchi didn't change. He kept on doing what he was doing. I don't understand either of them, but that's as much as I was involved. And then she killed herself. Nothing I could do about it now. You told me if you knew about it, then why didn't you... You trying to say it's my fault? She told me not to say anything. She told me it was fine. So what the hell more responsibility do I have other than what I already did? Yako, there's no point blaming Hitomi. Michio, why? Did you hear what this dirt was? No, never heard of what it was. But from the sound of it, he'd been blackmailing her since about a year ago. For that long. The dick probably caught her doing something she shouldn't have been. She looked well behaved, but there's more to a person than meets the eye, you know? There must be some reason. Dunno, got nothing to do with me. So last night, how'd it start? I'm right. Remember that nosy cop I mentioned who was always on my case? He died at the former Yasuda Gardens a couple days ago. Yoshimi was his name. He was part of the juvenile division. He didn't look like a cop at all. Real rough guy, but good at looking out for folks, so he was the only one I could talk to. Huh. So there was someone like that with the police. Too bad he ended up dying. Oh, another thing. One time, he suddenly introduced his fiancée to me. It was hilarious seeing a big guy like that act like a shy little kid all of a sudden. She told me she was like me when she was my age, and she was on my side. It must have been a terrible loss for her, too. Yeah, I do feel a bit bad for her when I think about how sad she must be. And I saw him at the gardens the night he died. Oh no. Whenever I would get worked up over something, Yoshimi always took me straight to that park. Then he'd listen to whatever it was I was pissed off about. That day, he called me over there like usual. Something seemed off about him, like he was worried about something. Worried about something? Yeah, he asked me for a favor, too. That was pretty unusual. Favor? What kind of favor? He handed me a weird talisman and asked me to hold on to it for him. Did he give her a curse charm? Did she activate it by accident? But she doesn't have enough spiritual power, and she wasn't possessed at this point. Talisman? Yeah, just a normal good luck charm. I figured if that's what it is, sure, I'd take it. Maybe it wasn't a curse charm, maybe it was a good luck charm. I have it with me now. That wasn't all. Then he told me he wanted me to look for a talisman Michio Shiraishi had that looked like this one. Huh? Michio? What does she have to do with this? Yoshimi had been meeting up and talking with her. While they were together, he noticed that she had a special talisman or something. But apparently Michio always avoided the subject. A talisman that Michio had. He knew that I knew her, so that's why he asked me, he said. Could there have been something that Michio couldn't even tell the police about? I know things at home were a little complicated. From what I heard, Michio was keeping her mouth shut about what Jonuichi was doing to her. Hard to talk with cops when someone's got dirt on you. And I didn't squeal on anything about Michio either. Michio, what is it that had such a strong grip on you? So basically, Yoshimi didn't have his eye on Michio, but her talisman too. But after she died, he didn't know where it ended up. So since I knew her from school, he wanted me to look into it for him. Is there something special about the two talismans? I wonder why he gave it to you. Hell if I know. When I look inside, there was just a weird kind of grimy scrap of wood. Oh yeah, so maybe it is a cursed charm on the inside. So you've seen inside it. But from the way he was acting, it seemed important to him somehow. But to be honest, what he was asking is such a pain in the ass, I figured he had to be serious about it. And since he died right after that. Yeah, he even said to me, if anything happens to me, take those two talismans. Give them to a guy named Nakagoshi at the police department. Knowing what I know now, he probably felt like something was gonna happen to him. Nakagoshi? Huh? Do you know him, Mio? No, I've just heard the name, I think. So there really is a Nakagoshi. That's a relief, at least. Also, I've just been thinking, we also haven't encountered Takumi again since. Anyway, it didn't feel right just ignoring a dead guy's last request. Hitomi. Yeah? That talisman, would you mind if I had a look at it? Sorry, but I don't trust you all that much yet. It's important to me. Oh, okay. So last night you were looking for the talisman Michio had. Yeah. And I figured that piece of garbage teacher would know the most about Michio. I asked him yesterday afternoon if he knew anything about her talisman. He gave me some cryptic response like, I can't talk about it now. Come to the school tonight. He even gave me the code to the lock at the back entrance. He seemed pretty willing to give it out, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's used it for some secret meetings before. Yuck, I can only imagine. We climbed over the front gate to get in. So yeah, we met up in the classroom in the middle of the night, but nothing he said made any sense. Like, I was really Michio and stuff like that. He went on and on about how it was my fault if only I hadn't been around or something. He grabbed a hold of me, breathing heavily. Ah, were you okay? Yeah, that's right when you two showed up. I was able to get away while Jonouchi was freaking out. Oh my gosh, good thing you got away. So it's all thanks to you two I got away. I didn't get any info about the talisman, so the whole thing was sort of a bust. Afterward, I was wondering what you two were up to, so I hid nearby. Then I saw you and Old Man Ashimiya talking, and then Mio showed up. Oh, you did? That's also why I saw Jonouchi come out and bite it. I see. So you're only here to look for Michio's talisman. I was dumb to fall for that creep Jonouchi's trap so easy. It could have gone a lot worse, but I lucked out. What you described does sound like Michio killed Mr. Jonouchi. She did have a reason to hate him after all. No way, you mean that really was her ghost, like for real? Those who die bearing strong resentment or regret can occasionally become spirits, either bound to a place or roaming freely. However, it usually be impossible for them to kill the living. Most don't have that kind of power. But it's possible they could possess someone close to them to act on those lingering regrets. Huh, I wonder if that's what happened. Alright, then supposing what the spirit board said is true and Michio's death was an accident. Then she must have had some regrets. If she really hadn't given up on living, that is. I don't think she was the kind of girl who would just give up no matter what the situation. I don't really know, but she didn't seem like she had something tormenting her so much she'd kill herself. And that's all I know. Happy? I still gotta look for the talisman. Sure. Thank you, Hitomi. Oh, if you two find out anything about Michio's talisman, we'll be sure to let you know. Thanks. Oh, can we get your contact info where we can normally find you? Right, I'm not home most of the time. Usually I'm at a friend's place. Here's the phone number. Thanks, we'll call her if we need to talk with you. And, what is it? You're easier to talk to than I imagined. I was kind of scared at first, but not anymore. Shut up, you were the one avoiding me. Anyway, catch you later. And don't die out there, okay? Thanks, we'll be careful. Alright then. We got a lot of new information. Sounds like Mr. Jonouchi was killed by a curse, just as we thought. Which means there was a curse bear at the school. Multiple, in fact. Multiple? You think so? Yes, the curse echo we experienced in the school and the one that killed Mr. Jonouchi seemed to be different. The people in the school at the time other than us were Mr. Jonouchi, Hitomi, and Old Man Ashimiya, who you ran into. I was thinking it could be among them, but there was one more person. Hitomi saw a girl in a school uniform with braids. But from what Hitomi was saying, it doesn't seem like she's the one. Mr. Jonouchi's pretty suspicious though. If he were a curse bear, it would certainly explain why he was killed. Right, that's why I say there are multiple. Oh right, the person who killed Mr. Jonouchi would have to be one too. Which means it must be either the mysterious girl or Old Man Ashimiya. Yeah, we should be certainly careful of them. That said, the mysterious girl and the fact that Mr. Jonouchi thought it was Michio that was attacking him has me wondering. course, I doubt Michio herself was actually there, but... Oh, I just remembered. I also saw Mr. Araishi outside the main gate last night. You did? It's likely he's involved with the curses, given he's the one doing research on the rite of resurrection. So we'll have to be careful of old man, Ashimiya and Mr. Araishi. I want to believe that not all curse bearers will be hostile, but... As for what to do now, I'd like to find out who's responsible for the Feast of Shadows, to set off this and how they did it. I don't think we'll be able to end this without stopping it as its source. Huh, that makes sense. In which case, next we should do what exactly? We'll need to talk with Mr. Araishi. He definitely knows something. He should be safer during the day, so I think we should try looking for him. Got it. I'll help in any way I can. The school's closed. I wonder where he could be. Let's try heading to some place someone may know where he is. Where to go then? Oh damn, there's so many locations. They said that he goes to that coffee shop. It's regular at Kuro Kikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street. I don't think that's one of the locations, though. But we're at the school now. You know, let's start with where we've been, just so that we can just rule them out. And so, Miya, Kurosuzu, and Yako Sakazaki decide on their next location to investigate. Why am I getting narration now? Oh. Didn't say suspend, though. I just want to see if I go to a different location. If anything happens. Komagata Bridge. Oh, yeah. And so, Mio, Kurosuzu, and Yako Sakazaki decide on the next location to investigate. Okay, well, let's leave it there for today. Although, if you're watching this on YouTube, I might, depending on how long the next part is, I might stitch it together with this part of the video. We will see. But overall, I think we made good progress today on stream. Definitely things are picking up, and I think once it turned into daybreak, like a whole bunch of new things opened up for us, which is kind of cool. And I think, I wasn't really excited about going back to Yako's story, but we learned a lot of information from that, which is actually pretty good. So, we will continue streaming this tomorrow, and I think I should be able to finish the game tomorrow. I don't mind doing a little bit of longer stream if I need to. We'll see. Because on Wednesday, we're playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion with J1. Okay. Actually, that's pretty good because my voice is a little tired from reading. Still really enjoying this game, though. Oh, Twitch is just, like, recommending to me all these other people playing Paranormasight. Okay, let's say hi. Oh, is he ending? Oh, okay. Alex is ending, so I'm not gonna raid him. He might even, I hope he doesn't raid me. Quick. Let's go see Aru. He's playing some Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. See you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye, froggy friends.